Hi guys, good morning. Welcome to today's our 8th class mathematics. In previous class we discussed about the definition of natural numbers and whole numbers and integers and real numbers. These all we discussed, and now today we discuss about the properties of rational numbers. We know that in the previous classes we have the already for whole numbers, natural numbers and integers. These all we had the properties, is that no? Similarly, the same way for rational numbers also we have the properties. So, every numbers, all types of numbers we can apply the properties. So, here our topic is rational numbers. What are the properties of rational numbers? As we know that first one is closure property, commutative property, associative property, additive identity, multiplicative identity, additive inverse, multiplicative inverse and distributive property. Observe here, among in these ones we know that up to 5 and the distributive property. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and one more distributive property we know. In this class, in this year, we have the new topics, that is the additive inverse and multiplicative inverse. These two are the new topics, that means new properties for our rational numbers. So, first of all, what is closure property for whole numbers and natural numbers and integers? What are called? What is that? That is any two numbers, maybe it is natural numbers, whole numbers and integers. These three only we will apply for rational numbers, is that no? Yes. So, for integers, the closure property is possible under addition and multiplication and division and 4 fundamentals, is that no? Yes. So, then what is that closure property? In previous years we learned, what is that? Yes, in addition. For example, just I am holding the 2 pens, for example, these 2 are the rational numbers. These 2 are the rational numbers. When we add these 2 rational numbers, observe here, these 2 are the rational numbers. Maybe it is a 2 by 3 and it is a 4 by 3. 2 by 3 and 4 by 3. If you add these 2 whole numbers, then what you will get? We will get to this sum is also rational numbers. Understood? So, every rational numbers we will add, then we get the sum is also a rational number. That means here we will apply the closure property. The closure property is possible under addition. So, observe in our textbook page number 3, closure property. What is that closure property? They given any two rational numbers. The 2 rational numbers are what I given here, 2 pens I taken. So, instead of pens, just we will take out to the 2 by 3 plus 4 by 3. So, we know that 2 by 3, it is in the p by q form and it is in the formation of p by q. 2 by 3 plus 4 by 3 equal to how much? The denominators are same. So, directly we can do the addition for numerator. 2 plus 4, 6 by 3. We can simplify here by seeing, then immediately we can identify. So, 3 1 jar, 3 2 jar. What is that sum here? The sum is 2. 2 means we can write the instead of denominator 1. In previous class we discussed. So, there is no denominator, then we can write the 1 also. So, 2 by 1 is also a rational numbers. So, this is just only I given the example form. What is the general form of closure property for rational numbers or any numbers? What is the general form? The general form is ABR. So, AB belongs to A comma B belongs to rational numbers. A comma B belongs to rational numbers. Then what about the closure property? The sum of 2 rational numbers is always rational number only. So, A plus B equal to C. The sum we are taking to the C we are taking. A, B are 2 rational numbers, then the sum is C is also rational numbers. That means A comma B comma C also rational numbers. So the closure property is possible under addition. So we have 4 fundamentals. Let's know. In that 4 fundamentals, now we discuss the addition property. What about the subtraction? What about the multiplication? What about the division? So here we have already in the 7th class we discussed the closure property is possible for rational numbers or any integers in addition, subtraction and multiplication. This we know that. Is it clear to you? Yes or no? Yes. So we did the table form also we did in the last year, and here also we have that. So we can apply the closure property for possible addition, subtraction, multiplication, and sometimes it will possible division also. So this is about the closure property. What is that closure property? The closure property, so it is in the general form is in addition. So what about the subtraction means? A minus B equal to C. A minus B equal to C. That means it is in subtraction form. Subtraction form means we get to the minus symbol, negative symbol. And next, as usual, A into B. A into B. Then the product we will get. What product we will get? That product is also a rational number. So that means A into B is also possible rational numbers for closure property. And next one is division. Another fundamental is A by B. So it is possible or not, we will check one example. Suppose 4 by 6. 4 by 6 is one example we are taking instead of A, and one more is we are taking instead of B. 4 by 6 is divided by 3 by 2. We know that in fractions we can't do the division directly. Yes or no? Yes. So 4 by 6 is divided by 3 by 2. That means here we can't do directly, but we have the one process. What is that one process? That we will change to the symbol and the divisor. We will change to the symbol and divisor. We know that the division symbol is completely divided by. So what is the opposite of divided? When it will transfer to the any side, right or left, it will change to the multiplication. Yes? Yes. So that means, so how we can find out the quotient of any division in fractions or rational numbers means 4 by 6. When we will change to the symbol instead of division. Remember, it is very, very important. 4 by 6. We will change to the division symbol. Immediately, we will take out to the reciprocal of divisor. We will take out to the reciprocal of divisor. Reciprocal of divisor. So what is mean of divisor? Reciprocal. Reciprocal means what? We know that in fractions. In previous class also we discussed. Reciprocal means, see here, this is normal number. This is numerator and it is denominator. So then reciprocal means reverse order. So that means here the denominator is changed to the numerator and the numerator is changed to the denominator. So observe here, when you will do mistakes, then what your mother say? What we will mother say? Then I will make you up and down. Is or no? So up and down means I will hang you. I will hang you means you are in normal position. Then she will hang like this. Then what about your head? Your head will come down. So that means the numerator will come to the down and the denominator will come to the up. Changing the order. Changing the order. It is called a reciprocal. So here, what about the reciprocal of 3 by 2? What is the reciprocal of 3 by 2? The reciprocal of 3 by 2 is 2 by 3. 4 by 6 into. So what are we are changing when we are going to find out the any fractionals or any rational numbers? Quotient means the first one is we have to change the symbol of division. Instead of division symbol, we have to take out to the multiplication. When we will write the multiplication, immediately we have to change to the reciprocal of divisor. So reciprocal of divisor here 2 by 3. Now how we can find out the product in rational numbers? How we can find out? We know that how we can find out means product of numerators by product of denominators. Directly we can multiply. So maybe it is a like fractions, otherwise it is a unlike fractions. Whatever may be, we had to find out the product, means directly product of numerators by product of denominators. So what are the numerators for in these two ones? 4 and 2. 4 2s are 8. Very good. 6 3s are how much? 18. Now observe the product here. 8 by 18. 8 by 18. It is not a product. Just it is a for division answer. So 8 by 18. 8 by 18 is also a rational number. So that means the closure property is possible under addition, subtraction, multiplication and division also. Understood now? So next we will go to the commutative property. So what is called commutative property means here in this first example we take a closure property, we take out the only a comma b we take out. Here also a b only two numbers only we are taking, that two members. So suppose see here I am taking here a b I am taking. What about here? Then I will change to the order I am changing. So see here, first by observing this video, here the first you can see here, first one is black pen and second one is marker. Is that no? Now see here, what you will get here, in first place what is here? The first place is marker and second place is black pen. So now here see, here the first place is black pen and second place is marker. In this hand, what is the first place here? The first place is marker and second place is black pen. What did you observe here? What did you observe means here the closure property. The closure property, any order we can change. We can change the any order, then the sum is not a change. The sum is not a change. That means here, for example, we know that we discussed rational numbers means directly we can take out to the natural numbers, whole numbers and integers. Is that no? Not only a fractions, not only a pre-BQ form. We can take out to the natural numbers, whole numbers and integers also. Instead of fraction numbers, just I am giving to the example 2 and 3. 2 and 3 are both are the integers only, positive integers. So 2 plus 3. So here 2 plus 3. 2 plus 3. What is the first here? 2. And what is here? Second place 3. Just now I am changing the order. What is the changing the order? Instead of first place I am taking the 3 and instead of second place I am taking to the 2. So remember here I am not changing the numbers. Just I am changing the places. That means here, so whenever you are doing the mistakes in your classroom while teaching the class, while running the class, if both are talking means then immediately what we will do? Just we will changing the places. Yes or no? Yes or no? So that means the changing places, whenever in closure property the changing places, then the sum is not changed. The result is same. The result we will get to the same. So that means 2 plus 3 equal to how much? 2 plus 3 equal to 5. Same, 3 plus 3 equal to 5. So then here the sum is changed? No, na? Yes. Here the sum is not changed. That is called a commutative property. What is called commutative property? Commutative property means any order we can change. Then the sum or the result is same only. The result is not changed. That general form what we can write? So the general form of commutative property is a plus b equal to. So you only say, what is that? Here we are changing the order. Is or no? Yes, when we are changing the order, so then a plus b equal to b plus a. So this is the general form of commutative property, a plus b equal to b plus a. Then the result is not changed. That means here, what are the a, b? What are the AB? AB are belongs to rational numbers. So similarly this is A plus B equal to C. A comma B comma C belongs to rational numbers. So in the first closure property we discussed the four fundamentals. Now the commutative property is possible for four fundamentals. Then we will discuss. In previous years also we discussed for natural numbers and whole numbers and integers. Is it possible for subtraction? Did you remember anyone? Anyone can you say? The integer is possible for subtraction in commutative property? Yes, no. The commutative property is not possible under subtraction. Under subtraction commutative property. So in your textbook also see there, subtraction is, they take in the examples for 2 by 3 and 7 by 8. So just I directly taking to the here instead of commutative property A comma B, numbers I am taking directly, just natural integers, positive integers I am taking 4 minus 3. I am changing the order. 4 minus 3 means 3 minus 4. What is the subtraction for 4 comma minus 4 1 3? 1. 4 minus 3 equal to 1. The result is 1. What about 3 minus 4? 3 minus 4. So here, remember here we get to the positive and negative. Both we got. Positive and negative different signs we have. Different signs means we should do the difference. Difference means we should do the subtraction. After subtraction, which sign we can keep here? Which sign we have to keep? We have to keep the symbol of biggest number. 3 minus 4. How I am reading? 3 minus 4. The minus is belongs to the 4. So that means it is a 4 is a maximum number. What is the symbol of maximum number here? Minus. So that means here 3 minus 4 equal to minus 1. Observe the result. 1 equal to minus 1. These both are equal. Observe here 1 equal to minus 1. These both are equal? No. So here 1 is the positive integer and minus 1 is the negative integer. So these two are not equal. So that means the commutative property is not possible under subtraction. Similarly, the commutative property is possible under multiplication. Yes or no? Yes. We know that in integers we discussed A comma B are two integers are two rational numbers. Then when we will change the order in multiplication, then the product is not changed. The product is always same only we will get. In which case? In multiplication, under multiplication. So that means the closure property is possible under addition, under multiplication. Now we discuss. It is not possible under subtraction. What about division? So division also it is not possible completely because we will change the order. When we will change the order, then immediately in division what we should do? We should do the changing the symbol and the changing the divisor also. So that divisor how we can change? Instead of divisor we can take out the reciprocal. So that means here the closure commutative property is possible only under addition and under multiplication. It is not possible under subtraction and division. Remember here the commutative property, here the closure property is possible for four fundamentals. Commutative property is only possible under addition and under multiplication, but it is not possible under subtraction and division. Now we will go to the associative property. What is associative property? In previous year we discussed. What is that? Just is a change, completely difference between, totally difference between of these two and this one. What is that difference? In last year we discussed. What is that? Yes. So here in closure property and commutative property we are taking only the two integers only we are taking. Is that no? So A, B only we are taking. In Maybe it is closure property or it is a commutative property. But in associative property, we are taking to the how many rational numbers we are taking? 3 rational numbers we have to take out. In associative property, completely we have to take out 3 numbers, 3 rational numbers we have to take out. So, for example, what I will take out means here, see here, this is A, this is B and this is C. Observe here, my hand, in first hand this is black pen, this is A, and blue pen this is B, and marker is this is C. And now observe here, one more hand here, what is that here? In first A place, observe A place is here marker, and B place is here black pen, and C place is here blue pen. Here just I change the order, is or no? So that means it is similarly commutative property only. But what is the difference? Means in commutative property we are taking only the 2 numbers only we are taking. But in associative property, how many numbers we are taking? We are taking to the 3 numbers we are taking. So the 3 numbers are, what are the 3 numbers in associative property? General form means A plus B plus C equal to A plus B plus C. A plus B plus C equal to A plus B plus C. That means A, B, C belongs to integer. For all A, B, C, then it is completely, we get to the sum also. See here, how we can read A plus B plus C. So, A plus B plus C. B plus C is in bracket numbers, and A plus B plus C. This is the associative property. What is associative property? In associative property also, any order we can do addition, then the result is not changed. The result is not changed. Same only we can get. How we can do? Here 3 numbers we have, and brackets also we have. How we have to do? How we can do in associative property means, first case which numbers we have to take out the sum. First we have to take out the sum, bracket numbers only we have to take out. After the sum of bracket numbers, then we will go to the outside number. Understood? How we have to do associative property to find the sum or product or anything? In first case we have to go the bracket numbers. Afterwards only we have to go the outside numbers. First we finish the bracket numbers, sum or product. Afterwards we have to go the bracket outside numbers. Remember, this is based on these properties only we have the first exercise. So this is associative property. So I said now completely similar to the commutative property, associative property, both are similar. So both are similar means here commutative property is possible under addition and subtraction. Is or no? Now only we discuss. Similar I said, that means here associative property also possible for under addition and under multiplication. Associative property is not possible under subtraction and under division also. Understood now? So commutative property and associative property both are similar, but commutative property we have to take out the 2 integers or 2 rational numbers, and here associative property we are taking the 3 numbers we are taking. So 2 and 3, so just we are changing the orders only. When we will changing the orders, then the sum is not changed. When we will change the order, then the product is also not changed. But in subtraction and division, the result will be different we will get. So it is not possible under subtraction and under division. Now completed associative property. Now we will go to the additive identity. So in previous class also we discussed from 6th class onwards we are going on discuss this one. Just what about additive identity? Anyone can you say? Yes. So just best example for additive identity, when we will stand in front of mirror. when we will stand in front of mirror, then what you will observe? Whose image you can see? You can see your parent image or your brother image or your friend image, otherwise yourself only. Yes. So whose image you can see? Yourself only we can see na? Yes. The same way here also. Here any number adding with 0, then the result will be same only we can get. So that means 0 is here mirror and number is yourself or myself. Then what reflect we will get? What image you can get? You can get to the same number only. So that means any number we can do addition with 0. Then we get to the result also, we can get to the same number. That is called a additive identity. So that means additive identity, what is that? 0 is additive identity. 0 is additive identity. And one more name we have that additive identity name, element of additive identity. This is a new name in your textbook we have, Nana. So check that. In page number 15 we have observe that the role of 0 also we have that additive identity and the role of 0. In previous classes we discussed just only additive identity. In 8th class that additive identity is completely one more name is the role of 0. What is the role of 0 and one more name is the element of additive identity, that we can discuss now. What is the general form of additive identity means? A plus 0 equal to 0 plus A equal to A only. So that means 0 is additive identity. And one more, just I will ask you the one question. What is the main role of 0? What is the main role of 0 here? Suppose if you here observe this 10 and 1. The 0 is right side of the number. Is that no? The right side of the number. If the 0 is right side of a number, then the value is more. Then the value is more. That value is increase. The value is increase. But see here, left side of a number we will keep the 0. Then that value is less. This is more. Is that no? Just we will take out to the rupees, 10 rupees and 1 rupees. 10 rupee means we will take out to the 0 is right side of a number. Is that no? That is the main role of 0. That is the main role of 0. So the 0 is right side of any number, then the value is more. The 0 is left side of the number, then that value is very less. This is the main role of 0. The 0 is the additive identity. Any number, any rational number we can add to the 0, then the result is not changed. It will get to the same only we can get. Then the role of 1. What is multiplicative identity? What is called multiplicative identity means? Just we will go to our tables. At all tables we will go. 2 1 ja 2, 3 1 ja 3, 4 1 ja 4, 5 1 ja 5 or 1 lakh 1s are 1 lakh. That means here any number we can multiply by 1, then the result will get to the same number only. Here multiplication in before their addition, additive and multiplicative. Additive, so additive means addition, multiplicative means multiplication. So the multiplication, multiplicative identity is 1, additive identity is 0. Any number we will multiply, then we get the product is same number. Any number we will do the addition, then we get to the additive, the same number we can get. So clearly you remember that 0 is additive identity, 1 is multiplicative identity. Now we will go to the additive inverse. What is called additive inverse? Inverse means just changing the signs, not the numbers. So here we are changing the signs. When we will change the signs, then the sum is we get to the completely additive identity. What is our additive identity? Yes, 0 is additive identity. So for example, see here, I am taking to the plus 2. Plus 2 I am taking. Inverse. Inverse means, now I say just change the sign. Don't change the number. Plus 2, inverse number is what? Inverse means opposite number. What is that opposite number plus 2? Minus 2. Plus 2 minus 2. Plus 2 minus 2, these 2 are, when we will do the addition, then what we will get? 0. 0 is additive identity. So that means here, what is easily how we can understand that additive identity means, we can remember easily, just changing the symbols. Changing the symbols. The inverse numbers only we had to take on. Plus 2 minus 2. Plus 3 minus 3. Plus 4 by 2 minus 4 by 2. 0, 0, because 0 we don't have any signs. And next one more, 5 by 3. Just only directly they can give without symbol. 5 by 3. That means it is a completely plus 5 by 3. Plus 5 by 3 inverse is minus 5 by 3. It is a additive inverse. And what about the multiplicative inverse? What about multiplicative inverse means, here also, when we will multiply the two rational numbers, in that case the product we must be get the 1. In the case of any two rational numbers multiplied, then the product we get to the 1, then it is called a multiplicative inverse. So multiplicative inverse means, just now we will see how it is. Inverse means, now only I said inverse means completely changing the symbols, additive inverse. But in multiplicative inverse we have to changing the order. Remember, not the symbols, only symbols in additive, addition case only we have to change the symbols. In multiplicative inverse we have to changing the order. Here changing the symbols. Here we have to changing the what we have to changing the order. So for example, 4 by 3, multiplicative. What is multiplication symbol? Into. Now I said changing the order. So 4 by 3 changing the order, 3 by 4. So 4 cancel, 3 cancel. Then 1 1 ja 1. The product we got the 1 or not? Yes. So that means it is a multiplicative inverse. And what about the distributive property? So remember, in all properties we are take out to the two rational numbers only we are taking. Only the associative property and distributive property only we have take out to the 3 rational numbers. We have to take out the 3 rational numbers. In first one is associative property, we have to take out the 3 rational numbers, and distributive property also we have to take out the 3 rational numbers. What about the distributive property means? Here this is under completely multiplication and addition. So A into B plus C equal to A into B plus C equal to A into B plus A into C. A into B plus C equal to A into B plus A into C. This is the distributive property under addition. So just see here associative property and distributive property. By seeing the symbols, we can directly identify is it associative property or distributive property. How we can identify means, in associative property, bracket inside and outside both the symbols are same. Inside and outside both the symbols are same. But in distributive property, outside and inside we have the different. What are the different means? Inside we have the plus and outside is multiplication. This is about the associative property and distributive property, how we can identify. These are the properties of rational numbers. And what about our assignment means here for all. Now we discuss the all properties of rational numbers. These all properties you applied. Take the examples 2 by 3 or 4 by 5 or any rational numbers. Remember, you have to take out only the fractional numbers, not the natural numbers and whole numbers. Fractional numbers you take out and work out the table form these all properties for 4 fundamentals. So, closure property is possible for 4 fundamentals and commutative property is possible under addition and submultiplication. It is not possible under subtraction and division. Similarly, associative property also not possible under subtraction and division. And additive identity, it is a 0. Multiplicative identity, it is a 1. Additive inverse is, it is a 0. When we will take out to the, just changing the sign. Multiplicative inverse means changing the order. And next, distributive property. These all you take out to the examples and apply the 4 fundamentals, and you can show to me through mail, and thank you.